Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like over on Prizepicks for the NBA slate on Wednesday, October 23rd, our second NBA slate of the season, and we got a full slate of games today. We had just a 2-game slate on Tuesday, just kind of that was the appetizer, but we got a full slate of games, 10 games on Wednesday, plenty of props to like. I'm going to give you guys some early plays I'm liking, 3 plays that we're going to share in this video. Making this video the night before, recording this on Tuesday night. These are kind of like my first looks at the board for Wednesday. Got 3 props I like. We're going to share these 3 plays like we always do, break them down, give out reasoning behind why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below if you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Also, if you guys are new to Prizepicks and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, be sure to sign up. Use promo code NOAH when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup. You'll instantly get $50 in promo funds added to your account. Be sure to check out Prizepicks if you guys have not yet. And also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper, so I do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper. You guys can sign up for Sleeper as well. Use promo code NOAH over there, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. You put in $100, Sleeper will match that. They'll give you an additional $100 to play with. And if you don't know what Sleeper is, they're just a DFS pick'em app, very similar to Prizepicks, where you're picking more or less on player projections. You're building out your entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper, and you can win up to 100x your money. So go check out Sleeper, guys, and again, sign up, use promo code NOAH to get that deposit bonus. Now, let's go ahead and talk through the props that I'm liking for this Wednesday slate. Now, I'm recording this video on Tuesday night, like I said. We don't know yet Tuesday night if we're going to hit both of our plays. We did hit one of our plays. Miles McBride over 12.5 PRA was a sweat-free cash. McBride had a huge game off the bench for the Knicks, played really well. Right now, the Timberwolves and Lakers game is currently going on as I'm recording this video. There's about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. We need Dante DiVincenzo for more than 16.5 PRA. Last time I checked, he had 6 PRA with like 7 minutes left in the second quarter. We'll see if that comes through. Hopefully it does, but I don't know yet if that play hit or not because the game's going on as I'm recording this video. But either way, we got a big Wednesday slate to tackle, and let's go ahead and talk through some props that I'm liking. So the first prop we're going to take a look at is going to be a Jalen Johnson prop, and I'm liking Jalen Johnson for more than 29.5 PRA. So Jalen Johnson is a guy that I expect to have a really big season, to produce some really big numbers for the Hawks this year. He's someone that should be seeing a big bump in usage this season, now that the Hawks don't have DeJounte Murray. And if you look at last season, Jalen Johnson, he only played 3 games without DeJounte Murray, but he was really good in those 3 games. Had 38 PRA against the Celtics, 34 PRA against the Raptors, and 28 PRA against the Sixers. So he went over this line in 2 out of 3 games without DeJounte Murray last season. You look at his usage rate last season with Murray off the floor. He had a usage rate over 20%. Per 36, he averaged about 16.5 points, 10 rebounds, and around 4 assists per 36. So he averaged around 30.5 PRA per 36 with DeJounte Murray off the floor last season. And I was looking at some sportsbook odds. Sportsbooks, DraftKings at least, they actually have Jalen Johnson's PRA line set at 30.5. We're getting it at 29.5 over on Prizepicks. I do like this over quite a bit. Jalen Johnson's a guy that I'm kind of high on this season. Expect him to have a really big role for the Hawks. Expect him to kind of do what he does. He's a guy that can score. He can also rebound. He can get assists. If you look at last season, he averaged nearly 14 rebound chances per game. He was second on the team in rebound chances per game, averaged 8.7 rebounds per game. And then if you look at his assist numbers, he averaged over 6 potential assists per game and 3.5 assists per game. And that was with DeJounte Murray playing in those games. I mean, DeJounte Murray averaged almost 12 potential assists per game last season. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do see Jalen Johnson's assist numbers also kind of spike up this season, not having to play alongside DeJounte Murray, who can obviously facilitate. And for what it's worth, in his 3 games last season without DeJounte Murray, Jalen Johnson did have 6, 5, and 4 assists. He's just a do-it-all guy. He can score, he can rebound, he can get assists. And I think just without DeJounte, he's someone that should pick up a big role here. Again, DraftKings Sportsbook has his PRA line set at 30.5. We're getting it at 29.5 on Prizepicks. So I like this as our first prop for Wednesday night. Jalen Johnson, more than 29.5 PRA. And then we're going to take a look at a Josh Giddey prop. So Josh Giddey, another guy that I think is going to have a bigger role this season for the Bulls. You look at Giddey's lines, and what he did last season. He wasn't producing very well last season for the Thunder, and that was just largely due to him not playing a ton of minutes. Like if you look at his averages last season, Giddey, I believe averaged, let's see, I'm going to pull it up real quick. Let's see. So if I can find the Chicago game, there it is. Okay, so last season, Giddey averaged only 12.5 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And those numbers we could see be even higher this season because he's going to be playing way more minutes. He only averaged 25 minutes per game last season with OKC, and his minutes really started to tick down towards the end of the season, especially in the playoffs. We saw Giddey wasn't really playing a bunch of minutes in the playoffs. But Giddey is a player that has shown the ability to be productive when he does get minutes. And if you look at the preseason, I don't want to, you don't want to weight preseason too heavily because it can kind of be a little bit noisy. But for what it's worth, in the preseason, Giddey did post pretty good games, 11.7 rebounds and 3 assists in only 22 minutes. Then he had 11.7 rebounds, 7 assists in only 23 minutes, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists in 22 minutes, and then 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists in 28 minutes. The game, he only had 4 points. He did shoot 1 for 11 from the field, so a very poor shooting game. But regardless here, the prop that I like on Josh Giddey for Wednesday is more than 18 points plus assist. DraftKings Sportsbook, they have this line set at 18.5. We're getting it at 18 on Prizepicks. And Giddey's just another guy that I think is going to see a bigger role this season. He's going to start for the Bulls, and he's going to be able to handle the ball a lot because without Lonzo Ball, who is playing, Lonzo Ball is going to play, but Lonzo's going to be limited to about 14 to 16 minutes. So Lonzo's not going to have much of a role kind of to start the season. Now, as the season progresses, I'm sure Lonzo's going to see his minutes ramp up. He'll start to play more and more. But for now, I expect Josh Giddey to be the guy that really, gets a lot of the ball handling duties. He's going to be able to facilitate. And last season with the Thunder, Giddey did have an assist percentage over 25%, and he was second. That was second most on the team behind SGA, who had an assist percentage over 28%. So Giddey's someone that can facilitate when he's on the floor. He can score. He can also rebound too. And honestly, I kind of like Giddey for more than 25 PRA too because Giddey can go out there and grab rebounds. But I think 18 points plus assists is my favorite line for Giddey. I mean, you look, he's got a 12.5 points prop. He's got a 6 assist prop. This line should be set at 18.5, but it's at 18. So do like this play as our second one for Wednesday. Just think he's a tough guy to project because he's on a new team, and it's always tough to project players on a new team. But Giddey's going to have to play big minutes for this Bulls team. They went out and traded for him. He was playing pretty good minutes in the preseason, got up to, I think, 28 minutes in their last preseason game, expecting him to play about 30 to 32 minutes on a nightly basis for the Bulls. And Giddey's a guy that can produce when he gets minutes. So like that as our second prop for Wednesday. And then the third and final prop we're going to take a look at is going to be a Şengün prop. Alperen Şengün, like Alperen Şengün for more than 9.5 rebounds. So Şengün's a guy that can rebound really well. You look at his game log last season, doesn't mean much, but for what it's worth, you can see he had some big rebounding games kind of to finish the season, had a 19 rebound game against the Clippers. Şengün averaged 17 rebound chances per game last season, which was the most on his team. And this is a great matchup against Charlotte. Charlotte has historically been kind of a good matchup for centers. They give up points to centers. They also give up a lot of rebounds to centers. They gave up the second most rebounds per game to the center position last season. So this is a really, really good matchup for Şengün to be able to kind of dominate on the boards. And he got up to 26 minutes in their final preseason game. So he's another guy that should be looking at pretty full minutes here. In the preseason, he didn't have the greatest games from a rebounding perspective. But again, I think this matchup just sets up so well for him to be able to kind of dominate on the boards. And DraftKings Sportsbook, they've got this prop juiced up to minus 135, favoring the over. So sportsbooks are pretty heavily favoring the over on this Şengün prop. Obviously on Prizepicks, you don't have to lay that juice. Pretty much every prop is a 50-50. It doesn't matter if you take the over or the under, it's going to pay out the same. So you don't have to lay that juice on Prizepicks. Anytime you can find props that are heavily juiced on a sportsbook one way or the other, and you can play those on Prizepicks, you want to be doing so. And this is a prop that I do like. Sportsbook odds are favoring the over. It's a great matchup for Şengün. It's a spot where he should be able to dominate on the boards. And again, Şengün was a really good rebounder last season, showed the ability to rebound well when given playing time, and he should have a big role for this Rockets team once again this season. He was a guy that played relatively big minutes, especially towards the end of the season last year, coming into the season fully healthy, expecting pretty much 30-plus minutes from Şengün on a nightly basis. It's a great rebounding spot for him. So going to take more than 9.5 rebounds for Alperen Şengün as our third and final prop for Wednesday, guys. So we've got 3 plays for Wednesday. Feel free, if you want to play these all in one lineup, or I would recommend probably adding a couple plays that you like. Typically, don't recommend playing 3-pick lineups on Prizepicks because 3-pick lineups don't pay out the best. You can get better payouts elsewhere. But 4-pick power, 5-pick flex, 6-pick flex, those are good to do. So if you want to add a couple of plays that you like to these and do a 5-pick or a 6-pick, I think that's probably the way to go. But these are 3 plays, 3 early props I like for Wednesday's NBA slate, taking a first look at the board on Tuesday night. We'll see if we can hit all 3 of these plays and make some money on this slate. So as always, guys, appreciate you watching these Prizepicks videos. Make sure you hit that like button down below if you did enjoy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you guys are new to Prizepicks and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, be sure to sign up. Use promo code NOAH when you place your first lineup over on Prizepicks. You'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account as long as you sign up and use code NOAH. So check out Prizepicks if you guys have not yet. But that's all that I got for tonight. Good luck on this slate. As always, guys, let's make some money. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.